GameStop is now charging between $400 and $600 for each one of these. And the SRP is still $179. But Pokemon USA wanted to get in on that too. And they want you to buy for the new 30th anniversary Pokemon celebration two different of these to achieve the same level. And now GameStop is going to go twice the SRP, 3 times the SRP, which means it's a lot more money for the fans. And only Pokemon USA could print this set into oblivion to make sure everyone gets something from this set. They're not doing that as far as we can tell. But let's talk about the packs. The packs is the basic entry point for everybody from little kids to adults that want to buy these to pull the rare cards, right? Well, these started at a $4 SRP 3 or 4 years ago, and then they moved to a $4.50. Now, that's not gouging prices. However, everybody that signed on with Pokemon USA to get this, we're talking Staples, we're talking Lowe's, we're talking so many different retail spots are now getting these packs, and they're putting them in their stores for $6. That kind of sets a higher expectation for these packs. I've been told some GameStops are at $8 a piece for these packs. So if GameStop and everybody else is charging $6 for these packs, game stores are harder pressed to not sell them at the $4 price that they're supposed to. They'll start selling them at the $6 base price, or maybe the $8 price, or maybe even $10 a piece if they have to buy the boxes at a higher price because Pokemon USA isn't giving me that product at wholesale. I mean, this is the biggest controversy right now. Pokemon is slowly creeping that price up. Everybody who's getting it is slowly creeping that price up. GameStop, one of their biggest sellers, is highly creeping that price up. And guys like me can't keep the prices as low as we want. But who else is doing it? Sadly, everybody. It kind of started with Hasbro about 6 or 7 years ago, when they were starting to look at the secondary prices of the stuff they were selling. They created something called HasLab. Before HasLab, Hasbro would have this great idea to make this awesome item that everybody would want. They made some of the coolest stuff ever. They call it the BMF Millennium Falcon. It's the biggest Falcon they ever made. It actually fit 4 people in the cockpit. They made this item and they charged $150 for it. And the fans were like, oh my God, I'm not going to pay $150 for that. So the stores that bought it had to clearance it. And then all the fans bought them up at clearance. Then the people who bought them at clearance decided to put them on at double, triple the price of the original retail. And they started getting it. It got to $500 a piece. Then the fans started screaming, Hasbro, please make more of these. How dare the scalpers get $400 or $500 a piece? So Hasbro's like, okay, guys, we're going to make another one, but you've got to buy it this time at retail. Oh, we will, we promise.
Oh, shit.
Then they released them for $200 a piece on ToysRUs.com. And guess what? Nobody bought them. And then they went down to $125 to $100 a piece. Then everybody bought every single one of them. And then guess what? Within a year or two, they went to 300. They went to 400. They went to 500 again. And then they were screaming, Hasbro, you have to make this again. And then Hasbro's like, hold up a second. We've got to come up with some way to make you actually buy it before we actually make it. And then they came up with one of the best items they've ever made, Jabba's Sail Barge. And they said, this is the coolest thing we've ever made. And we're going to make you buy it a year in advance if you want it at all. And all the fans were up in arms. Hasbro, you should have made this for retail. I would have bought it if you put it in retail. And Hasbro's like, no.
Animals going down, baby.
The old football trick again. So, guess what happened? Hasbro started this thing called HasLab. And HasLab said, the job is so I think 450
animals down, bro.
So HasLab got 8,800 people to back this project. That's a drop in the bucket compared to how many Star Wars fans
you
are out
bastardos.
And I knew just as well as everybody else this thing was going to be crazy. Four to sell. Well, I sold the first one for $1,000 to prove my point. I sold the second one for $1,500. I sold the third. Paid $2,500 for all 5 of mine, and I got $1,000, $2,500, $5,000. I doubled my profit, and I get to keep the last 2 for myself for more profit and to keep for myself. Well, guess what? Hasbro saw us make all that money, and then they started creeping that price even higher. And they started making smaller things for that $400.
Well, get out of my way, fool! I'm trying to get perfect,
they tried
fucker.
to do a $400 Dodge Charger Ghost Rider figure. This is 1/5 the size of that Java sail barge, and they wanted to get the same price. Well, the fans started pushing back and saying, no, we're not going to pay that much for this little. They tried a Rancor for the same price.
Oh, shit.
And didn't even include a Rancor keeper. It failed as well. Corporations have to get spanked every once in a while to show them where they need to focus on. And I think Hasbro has slightly learned that lesson, but not entirely. But I'll tell you one thing that Hasbro does pay attention to. They pay attention to the secondary market. If they sell something for $15 and all the scalpers buy it up, and it's all of a sudden going for $25 or $30 a piece, well, Hasbro wants that $30, so they're going to creep that price up. They're going to give you a couple extra items and still want to get that $30. Hasbro has taken the Marvel Legends, the G.I. Joe Classified, and even the Star Wars Black Series from a $15 to $20 SRP to upwards of $25 to $30 a piece for many of the figures coming out direct to their website. No retail, no wholesale purchase, no retail built-in profit margin. Just, we want $30 from the consumer for something we were charging $15 for 5 years ago. That is corporate scalping. Now let's look at Lego. Obviously, Lego's been in the news quite a lot lately, especially here on YouTube. But not for this reason, for other reasons. But Lego has been doing a lot of corporate scalping from a different angle. There's a website called Bricklinks. It was the #1 place for Lego fans and collectors to trade and buy and sell all of their Legos online. And it was setting the secondary market for a lot of these bricks and minifigs. And Lego saw how much the fans were buying these Lego mini bricks for and minifigs. And they said, why are we getting a piece of that? And then they just went right to the source and bought Bricklinks.
Wow.
So now the company
that
makes
bought
the product has now control over the secondary market for that by owning the website that buys and sells and trades this. It would be like if the U.S. Mint decided that they wanted to buy the silver factories and the silver mines to control the amount of silver they put into their coins. It would be like if General Motors decided to buy Auto Trader so they could control the price of hubcaps. But it's not just that. When you control the secondary market for your product, as well as produce the product, then you get to see that the average figure price is slowly creeping up. Then you can make your sets slowly creep up. Then you can also control what figures you put to ruin that market. There was a giant Lego set that came with this one exclusive figure, and everybody was excited about it. And the figure was going for monstrous amounts of money. It was a little Captain Rex. And then they decided to put that Captain Rex in a $10 set 1 year later. It destroyed the secondary market on people who bought that giant Lego set to get that Captain Rex. And this is just the beginning. Some of the biggest, rarest sets of Star Wars Lego are all going to be reprinted during the 50th anniversary Star Wars Lego celebration all next year. Just watch. Those figures that were going for $10, $20, $30 a piece are going to be reprinted in a box. But those Lego figures are going to be valued higher in the SRP in those reprint boxes. Just watch. It's not just Pokemon and GameStop and Hasbro and Lego. Guys, This is going on all across. Look at Funko. I know I talked about it in a Funko video. You definitely want to check this out. Funkos, Beanie Babies, all that. And I said it then, and I'm still saying it. Funko is out of control. They produce a rare limited figure. They sell it for $40, $60, $80 a piece at San Diego Comic-Con. That's a $5 Funko that they usually sell wholesale for $5, and most people sell retail at $10. But guess what? They're also reprinting old Funkos that were worth money, because how dare the Funko collectors that gave them their hard-earned money be able to sell it for twice, 3 times, 10 times the value and maintain that price. So now they're reprinting $100 Funkos, slight variations to curb the demand and get a piece of that secondary market. But let's finish on one thing. Labubu. Labubu was a fad about a year ago. I first heard about it when my daughter and I were in Japan, and she wanted to buy a Labubu from the Pop Mart kiosk. She got it for the equivalent of $20 US in Japan. And all she said was Labubu about 20 times every day for the week we were over there. Oh, I got a Labubu. Wait, I can't find any more Labubus. Labubu, Labubu. Well, my Instagram heard this and kept showing me all the crazy people talking about Labubu online. By the time we came back, Labubu was a full-blown thing. It happened in literally a week in my world. This stupid Monchi-Chi knockoff was in everybody's feed. And then I kept seeing, oh, Labubu's got a line a mile long for the new drop. Labubu sold out at this place and caused a riot. This guy loves Labubus. This influencer loves Labubus. Labubu, Labubu. All I heard was Labubu. So I started buying some knockoff Labubus because I had a source that got good stuff from Chinatown. They called them Lafufus. We must have bought 10 dozen Lafufus, and we sold them for $15, $20 a piece all across my stores. Everybody wanted to have
Lafufus.
They didn't care if it was the Labubu or the Lafufu. Sure, there were a couple snobs that had to have a Labubu. But during this time, and this is literally 3 months, honestly, guys, in the same time it took us to sell 10 dozen Lafufus was 4 months total, from the beginning of the fad to the end of the fad. And I was like, no, I'm not going to buy any more of these. I think this fad is probably pretty close to over. And it was right around that time that the company that makes Labubus decided they wanted to become scalpers themselves. Way more than 20 to 25, like it started 4 months early. Well, what happened with that? Well, I remember seeing an advertisement somewhere around November or December that the Lafufu guy lost $10 billion worth of his investment by the end of that year. It went from the hottest, most talked about collectible in April or May to the laughing stock of all the investment people in the news media. It literally flip-flopped. Unknown, hottest, absolute laughing stock. And now I haven't heard anyone say Labubu or Lafufu in the last 8 months. That's how easy it is for a corporation to become a scalper and then become irrelevant all in 1 year. So how do you combat it? Well, first of all, if you buy this type of product from GameStop at 2x or 3x what the Pokemon USA company says it's worth, you're an idiot. Stop. Don't give them the money. Do not feed that beast. If you go on Facebook and you buy one of these for $400 from a guy who waited in front of a Target for 2 days for the drop, and you give him the $400, you're feeding the beast. But not as bad as if you bought it from GameStop, because they shouldn't get 2x or 3x because some guy camped out and bought it. So why is this the Wild Wild West now? Well, thank the Supreme Court. They decided 19 years ago that there's no such thing as an MSRP. Well, the companies have basically paid attention to that and decided, well, we can raise the MSRP anyway, so it doesn't matter what the Wall Street Journal says. And then the corporations that feed off of those corporations have decided they can charge whatever they want.
Ow,
Only
baby.
one person can decide to change this entire structure, and that's you. If you want to get these for $200 a piece, you gotta stop feeding the scalpers. You gotta stop feeding the corporate scalpers. If they don't have a place to sell it, they don't buy it, and then it's on the shelf for you to buy it. It's the only way. You have to starve all of the scalpers. So what happens when corporations scalp and scalp too much? Well, everyone runs out and chases them and buys every one of them. And then they buy even more of them. And then they buy even more of them. Then the fad crashes and they end up here. I bought all of these Princess Diana Beanie Babies for 50 cents or less a piece, and they all sit in my $5 3 for $10 bin. And people walk by and go, oh my God, I remember when that was rare. And then it becomes a nostalgia item that's only worth $5. And at one point, stores were selling these for $10. You are the only one who can combat it with your wallets. Don't open the wallet and pay a price that you don't think it's worth. You are the last line of defense against corporate scalping and corporate greed. What am I going to do? When the product is available, I buy it at a price I think it is. If I think I can sell it to the customer at a decent price, I'll carry it. If I don't think I can carry that product at a decent price, I just don't carry it and I'll focus on another aspect. This box is full of vintage and new. If the new gets too expensive to buy and stock, I'll just go back to the vintage and I'll just deal with the customers who love that product. But either way, I make the decision on what I spend my money on. You all need to as well. And to the corporations that made my list, you need to listen to the customers and stop being greedy. The secondary market is because you make a great product. It ceases to be there when you decide you want more money and more greed in your pocket than you do making the product. But what do I know? I'm Dennis Barton, celebrating the past and living for the future.
Best enemies.
Magnini!
Magnini!
Cutest magnetic plush! Unbox it! Snap it! Style it! I like them all! Fashion moment? Nailed it! Desk looking dull?
Are the corporate scalpers just as
Ooh! Is that what it is? Fuck off, bro. The hell? Damn, dude, it's just slow as fuck. Damn, bro, why are you so slow? So slow, damn you. Side hustle, commies.
View you a lot more positively than they do now. You don't have to be the old man on TikTok posting edits of yourself and then not even giving credit to the people that actually put time and effort into making them. And you don't have to be the guy straight up, bold-faced lying that Absolute Batman is beneath you. There's so many actual comic book legends that peaked 20 or 30 years ago and aren't just desperately trying to crawl back to their glory days in the least respectable ways possible. All I'm saying is if I walk into the comic shop next weekend with $15, am I going to be buying the Youngblood trade or, I don't know, 3 really cool Absolute Batman variant covers to put on my wall?
Did you catch that?
Damn!
To put on my wall. Really? Am I gonna buy the Youngblood trade for 3 Absolute Batman covers to put on my wall? That's very interesting too.
I'm taking Absolute Batman, and I think 95% of the population would agree with me.
So
It's a weird thing too, and I think it also doesn't miss the point because like Rob was on a podcast like this past week where he was talking about how much he does love what they're doing with Absolute Batman and Regatta, and he was fixing like the Save Face tour. But it was a nice thing to see him talk about that stuff, and he's playing a little bit nicer because I think he showed on one of his things he showed that Boss Logic mock-up of like the big breasted
Clutch. You hit it on the head. I want to show that video real quick.
Well, Brian, with the video with the kid too, like he credits Gnostic Comics. Wasn't that the guy that was going after Hadachko?
Yes.
Kari?
Yes.
So I'm curious if this is just the next. Oh, this is my next target now. Like, is this kid Gnostic's kid? Because remember when he was on the show, and now that because he credits Gnostic Comics in that video, it popped up, and I was like, oh, I know that name. And the only reason I know the name is because you had him on the show then.
Alright, check this out.
Going after Shikari.
The Rob Liefeld inspired Jack. When I see Absolute Batman, that is a Rob Liefeld inspired Jack. He's big. Are you honored, or is it like, damn, there is this level of like,
Totally honored, and every 10th person will say that, but there's an entire group that goes, we can't say that this is Rob Liefeld. That's a little damn head, big shoulders, giant pecs. I see myself all over that shit, and I love it. I think what Nick
That's when he's cussing like that. I'm like, I'm gonna go download this podcast right now. And I don't know why, just him like talking like that makes me go, okay, I feel like this is a little bit more the type of podcast I'm into just by a simple cuss word, bro.
Rhoda is doing is fantastic. Yeah. It's big, it's loud, damn respectable. It seems like Absolute Batman, especially the Joker. Like, the Bane is 20 feet tall. Like, rad. Like 10-foot Batman, he's a 20-foot Bane.
Dude, Wonder Woman, she has a huge sword now. There's all. It feels like the 90s. It feels like image, and it's like I do see like kids online thinking like it's not a continuum of the history. I'm like, dog, I remember.
I'm so happy for them that that's happening. Absolute Batman is good for the business. And people are like, you have Absolute Batman. That would be. I don't have much more time. I've seen the guys from my age past a middle 60. The drawings aren't the same. The eyes, the hand coordination starts falling. So right now, I really like where my work's at. I still feel like it's very strong. I need to pour all that into my stuff. Youngblood has completely overachieved. There was no demand for it. It was gone for 6.5, maybe 7 years. And when I brought it back, I didn't know if people would dig it. But now we have 4 action figures out this year. We got art editions, trade paperbacks. Number 1 was the number 1 book for Crazy Horror. That slab is a PSA slab, which is so much nicer quality than a CGC slab. So it's kind of crazy.
Interesting entire podcast, to be honest.
All right, you guys ready?
I like that podcast. Now I subscribe, listen to a couple other shows, but that was very interesting. And
trying to get some free books, guys.
There's this news that came out. Kevin, you know more about this.
I'm gonna give you comment. What's up, Sneak?
This story that there's these new type style bots for Whatnot or something. Is that the case? I'm gonna go refill my drinks real quick.
Yeah, somebody posted in the comic book collecting group on Facebook that they were in the show last night, and now there's this new Whatnot bot that was spamming Liefeld's show and creating fake accounts and putting in all these chats and messing up the auctions, which I get he's pissed a lot of people off and they're going at it, but that's kind of a weird spot now for the Whatnot world of Davis and a lot of people we know do very well on there. And what will that mean for their businesses if this is now a thing? And I didn't see it, but then I was reading comments where people were verifying that it happened. And I had seen this guy talk about it, and I sent it to Brian. I'm like, this is crazy for what that means for Whatnot. If
I saw Boston Card Hunter post something about the bots, and there's it turns
excuse me, this is an actual chatbot that's on Whatnot that acts like a person?
Yeah,
You know,
basically it creates fake names and profiles and then spams the chat for people. So like, and I guess for him they were bringing up absolute Batman references and like kind of just pinging him and whatnot. That's the way it read to me. I was not in the show to see it firsthand, and then the people that were in the show said it was messing up bids and like he couldn't see what people were saying. So it kind of got dicey, and then it just sort of like, well, what does that mean for everybody else that uses whatnot in this capacity? If they can attack Liefeld, they can basically attack any show if it's that easy to do. So that's crazy.
Yeah, can I show that picture, Kevin? Is that cool?
Yeah, sure. I mean, that was in the chat. If you're in the comic book group on Facebook, the guy posted it. This guy Shane, and then by the time when I sent it to Brian, no, it wasn't Next Level. It's actually Comic Book Group. I'll look it up and send you the thing, Adam. But it's an actual comic book collecting group.
I don't understand any of them on Facebook. I just get them confused.
Yeah, it's Comic Book Group is the name of the group on Facebook.
I remember it. Just like public basket.
So.
And this just kind of changes everything now. Wow. Like, whoa, are we a little? Everybody's a little kind of, happy to like give Rob Liefeld shit that maybe he has been being like bombarded by people just bringing up absolute Batman to him all the time and some crazy, troll. You know what I mean? So these young kids, man, they grow up in this shit. They'll figure out ways to troll you, like in the worst ways.
Scary, man.
That's scary, man.
Very interesting. Just reminds us more of the comic creators we grew up with are not the favorite comic creators of this new generation, and it's weird for us to hear. And in the same way that like we were always told, no, Jack Kirby, Steranko, Neil Adams, like no, J. Scott Campbell, Joe Madureira, you know what I mean? Like there's this new group of kids that are into a totally different thing, and maybe that's another reason why Absolute Batman is just going, hog wild and crazy on all that stuff. So.
Well, and to that end too, like we were talking before with the values, I think for Absolute Batman right now, that value is all over the map. So, like, what is the fair market value on that book? Like, Clutch, you said you have the only 10 in existence, right? Right now, let's say, according to what you wrote before, like, if your 9.9 sells for 11.5, what do you expect a 10 to go for? Is that a $30,000 book, and is that the value, or is it just if I'm rich and I have 100K? Look at that. Show off.
Oh my gosh, dude, hold on.
There it is. First print, sketch cover, double sign, double remark.
Awesome.
It's the only 10 of the first prints. A couple tens of there's actually a couple tens of the Mark Spears 7th print, and then there's like another third print. Number one that's got
the first print's the best.
A 10, but and there's later ones that have more 9/9s and 10s, but it is odd, huh?
Call Bill Wu and be like, Bill, you put $100,000 for Quintana. I got this one, the only one in existence.
Clutch, you better be careful. We've been labeled as a shill group over here.
Sorry. Shilling for Big Clutch.
And
they're gonna show you.
Even got the comment on the fucking Mad video with Nick GQ from our friend Dennis. Some bitch till they get you kicked off their shill shows and only make you stronger. It'll be sad but fun to watch it implode like it always does.
What's up, Dana? How you doing, sweetheart?
Rent free. Poke the bear a little bit. Just poke the bear a little bit.
Living life. That's right, baby.
And then he said, "Lol, only time will tell, Mick Schiller." So we got to make a Mick Schiller Beyond Wednesday shirt coming soon, you guys. Make sure you guys go over to Merch Heroes.
Bless you, bro.
Yeah, bless you.
I mean, I wish I could watch. I wish I could watch.
Power should be restored by. What the fuck happened?
He's a fucking liar.
Oh man, you guys are going through the grid shit too.
All right.
They had to
change this NFL card.
All right, so one of the
So many postseason comic books.
one of the final drama alert segments for tonight is a great one. I love old school.
Oh yeah,
era
oh
cards.
shit, that's true, huh? There's a storm coming our way too, man. I'm kind of scared.
And
Say typhoons
there
and
are
shit
some
like that
great
are gonna
ones
happen
out
on
there. But this one,
Thursday, Friday.
they're
Keep
up
safe,
there with
man.
the Billy Rick
Get
Gates.
up plenty of water. Get ready, girl.
This is one of them, and I would love to own one of these.
My friends like worked
in a
for
hobby
Sunrun, and I was
someday.
like, fuck that.
The
There's a
Fred
storm. No more.
Marion
They
Pro
would be
Set
no
card.
solar power.
Remember this one? With Jerry Rice. I think it's Jerry Rice or John Taylor. It might be John Taylor. We'll
Pillow
see.
force
Here.
for the living room.
They had
Oh,
to change this
snap.
NFL card because it looks like a player had something hanging out that shouldn't be hanging out. This is Fred Marion's 1990 Pro Set card, and this player's belt ended up being pretty distracting, to the point they had to change the image of this card. The updated version of this card can be found for about $1. But if you find the belt variation of this card, raw the card goes for about $50, but a PSA 10 of this card goes for over $2,000. Would you ever pay $2,000 for this card?
How long does a pizza man get or pizza
You're
person
always
get
up
to?
there with the
How long does
3PO
it take for them to get to your
Hey,
house?
that's it, 3PO? Totally, bro. 100%.
I bet they are.
So, that being said, let's let her.
Oh, you had to try. They're like, they ain't gonna come around. Like, the heels have eyes.
Can you hear me out there?
Yeah, it's my favorite. This is my favorite.
Hey man, don't be squirting water at me. I'm gonna fuck
Your
your
girlfriend.
pal.
Boondocks.
All right, now we need to talk about something that is really fucking rad. Amazing Spider-Man number 1004. Ladies and gentlemen.
Damn.
The Mark Spears Amazing Spider-Man.
Wow. I want that.
Yeah.
Ada, can you get that for me?
Who was that?
What a cool moment for Mark to be able to knock off, like, you guys know, we always talk about, he always talked to us about how Hulk and Spider-Man were the two characters that, like, are his bucket list characters, and to see him kind of get those in the last year.
Yeah, you see that?
Cool.
That's Hades.
So a lot of respect for that dude, but that's a really good fucking cover.
You see how good we are, Brian? We can just take any artist and blow him up and put him on Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, no
Isn't that
matter
amazing? Because of us. And,
Yeah,
and
how good the
Shabina
talent
is
is.
next.
Oh, really?
You know, no matter who we want.
Oh, I got it for
Stop
$2.25
blazing,
right
bro.
now.
Stop
Yeah.
blazing.
Because I sold all the other ones and I have one left. And I'm like, no.
We're the
You're not blazing enough, so.
That
Hey,
is
you're welcome, everybody. You're welcome.
that type of cover right there is 23 years in the making. You know, like he's.
Have you seen the new Avengers?
I wonder. I would love to ask him, like,
Thor.
how
I know.
how long it took him to do
Oh,
this.
the
or if
Avengers
he
are
already
coming
had
in
it,
November.
like he's been working
I
on
told
it forever.
I told
You know
what's
what
his
I mean?
name?
That type of thing.
Frugal.
That's a
It's
great question to
115
start
usually,
asking
but right now they're selling
artists,
it at
like,
Golden
was
Apple
there ever
for
a
$8.
cover that was your
So I got
bucket
that.
list you
That
had been
those blind
working
bags
on
coming to my house
forever
too.
until, you know, so it just came so naturally, because I feel like there's,
I still got
you know,
the Queen in Black too.
maybe a type of thing that
Those
they've been
look
holding.
cool.
Here's my
They're like
Spider-Man.
they're keeping it hush hush, but I heard it's cool.
Who knows? It's badass either way.
I love the SIG as a billboard too, like under the water tower and like the.
Oh, that yeah, I see that right now, dude. That's pretty badass, yeah.
Yeah. Really fucking good. And then, not only that, there is that Avengers book.
See, I told you.
That's on FOC this week. The blind bag. Did you guys get any of those? Clutch, Kevin, anybody?
I'm telling you guys, the Avengers are gonna be the shit.
Yeah.
They're gonna be the shit.
Line bags and awesome sauce radio, but I did
They're gonna be the shit,
We
guys.
call them body bags. These are called body bags.
Oh yeah.
You're okay. We got a couple of cases of the body bags.
Because Mark Spears is the one few people in the industry allow.
Oh, those Mark Spears blind bag display. Dude, it comes in every box of the Avengers. One.
This is
It's
the
very
obviously they're not
limited,
showing
guys.
it.
If I were you guys, I'd
Spoiler
buy
box-
one
display
just for
box
that
spoiler
fucking
variant.
comic.
So that's interesting.
I'm just saying,
This is gonna be
$80 for
new,
something that can go for like
Avengers.
$550 or something within about
Is this
3
a blind
weeks.
bag? Is that what this
I'm
is?
just saying.
Am I wrong about this?
There
is a
is a
blind
blind
bag.
bag version. Yes, yeah, and they have in the 20 box like they have with the Queen and Black one too.
That's great, man. Yeah, pull that off. Here we go. True Believers blind bag.
Told you guys. That's the one I
August
just got the other day. I said,
24th. So we might as well
I'm
get
getting
into
those.
FOC. With obviously that beautiful, amazing Spider-Man. There
My
are a
newest
couple interesting
reviews?
books this week.
No, I get this.
Let me go ahead and do
Was I on-
this. I'll run through
was
it
I on that
quickly.
review?
The Absolute Green Arrow. Have you guys been reading this? What do you guys think?
This is crazy.
Kind of interesting. Making some weird twists and turns.
Oh, this fucking book is fucking the show. Yeah.
That's a sick cover though, right there. The Fui Mara.
Mara.
Dope.
What they say on your thing? They said you're the greatest. I'm pretty sure they did. She's the greatest. Sorry, guys. Did I do it again?
Right.
Oh, okay.
Is Luke Cage fucking a bird or a beast?
I think that's gonna be a remark on this quite often.
Oh, dude, that's
turn this into a Billy Rifkin book.
Billy Rifkin.
We don't know. Couple of interesting variants for that. The Nakayama wraparound. Did you guys see this?
Oh yeah.
Where is it? We need to have it there. Let's go to cover price. Nakayama.
Let's get you guys
This one's actually pretty good.
I know I am. I'm freezing up and down, girl. Trying to.
It's a Nakayama.
What? Internet's.
It's almost like his color. What do you call that? The colorway variant, something like that.
Ooh.
Here you go. Here's the display box. That's pretty simple. What is the buy-in?
Hear about Rage Theo? He's back, dude. He said, straight out said, he's taking over, man. He's like, fuck this, I'm coming back, dude. eBay sucks.
I could look it up on Penguin. They were last week.
And then it's the fucking the X-Men blind bags are
pretty
coming too.
dope, right?
Oh, all these beautiful blind bags, guys.
Just
That's great. I love the color stuff that he's doing. So
you
that
know
little
what?
weird pop with Johnny Storm on there, just like there's a little flash of little blue on there. It's pretty hilarious.
So, Clutch Leg showed us this thing that I'm sure there's a lot of people that do this.
And I was
but
telling people,
I thought it was super cool.
watch.
And it would be a cool
the
way if
Spider-Man
you
bags
really
go
love a
up. I said,
wraparound cover
take
to
advantage
display
right
it. His leg was
People
getting
didn't
this
listen.
wraparound cover.
Ah,
It's like
telling
you
you.
have the artist sign the back cover too, so you
Sleeping.
can put them together.
Guys are sleeping. And I'm sweeping.
Do you do that on your wraparound covers?
No, that's a good idea.
Right? Isn't that a fucking good idea? And then you can get that framed like that, you know, those together, so you see the full image, and you got a cool little signature on it.
Or just buy two.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Oh, you two like that?
Yeah. So
then you can also ask CGC to kind of grade it backside.
Yeah.
Submit it that way.
Yeah. I thought it was dope. I hadn't even thought about that before, which is another reason why I love fucking comics. This is the Batwoman book. Oh wait, there's a Momoko. This is kind of a crazy Momoko cover.
Crazy Momoko.
He looks like he's hanging, right?
Oh shit.
Isn't that kind of crazy?
Momoko.
So I just looked it up, Brian. The box for the Avengers is $60 to retailers, and then $120 to the consumer.
Clayton Crane. This is the blind bag for Clayton Crane.
Damn, these books are looking
Nothing
fucking the
special.
shit, bro.
In my opinion.
Yeah, these Avenger blind bags looking good. Nada, better get some. Nada.
I like that price. Not bad.
No, I mean they were $6 bags, so reasonable to people to take a shot at blind bag. I'm sure they're going to do these sketches again. The Queen of Black sold really well. I mean, they did well.
I like this Batwoman cover.
Be better than say Daredevil for you?
It's funny. I still have people ask for Daredevil. We just did a bunch on the show the other night, but I think because of the sketches, and I think because the covers were cool, and they weren't open order covers at this point. Like everything in the bag was exclusive to the bag. Yeah. Whereas on the Daredevils, you could get open order covers. They fixed that by the time they got to this one, so I think that's why this one's better.
Because Daredevil's still my gold standard of all the Marvel blind bags.
Oh wow.
I love this fucking Batwoman cover, but there's another good one too by Panosian that's just next level
Damn, that's
Panosian.
beautiful.
Look at that.
That's a Panosian? Man, look at that shit.
That's
Poison Ivy. That's sexy.
Gorgeous. He's got a lot of really good covers this week. He's
on fire.
This one. Catwoman.
What's up, Michael Cole?
I really like this Detective by Dan Mora. Cover wise. 113. Creep Show has a couple of dope covers. Francesca Friega. Let's take a look. That's a new name to me.
I've never seen that. Damn, this was a lot of tabs on this fucking computer. I'm surprised that shit hasn't burnt out. Surprised that was a gaming computer.
I'm gonna look with another artist here.
Oh, that shit looks like.
What the hell is the cover? That almost looks like Suspiria right there.
That is Suspiria. Fool.
Oh, that's so good, man. How creepy that is. Black and white's really good on it too. Very interesting. Did a Dead by Daylight cover. There you go. I also like this one. The Vecchio. Creepy as hell. And Hood. If Hood was here, I'd love to hear his thoughts on this. That's very J. Scott Campbell mixed with
Mama! Like he's here. He's in the room.
Right? Isn't that very interesting right there, to say the least. Can't tell if it's a grew up on J. Scott Campbell type thing. It must be a very interesting. You got to be. I don't know how to feel like if you were an artist and people's style were very similar to yours. He had a very interesting answer when we kind of brought it up, where I bet you, he kind of feels a little bit like, some of these guys, like, art looks exactly like my shit. But at the same time, he was humble about it. But it's got to be a weird thing to have that happen in any creative type platform. I mean, music, whatever. So, what have your thoughts been so far about the Exquisite Corpses Fox Mask Killer stuff, Clutch?
It's pretty cool covers out there, man. Stoked. we'll have something to announce very soon as well.
Hell yeah! So we
We
got
have a couple books in the mix that are coming out, so very excited.
Awesome. So
I had a call on Thursday with Tinian and Shay talking about it. They kind of did a really good job of selling the story and, and how it's going to pick up from the mainline title. It actually made it sound really interesting. It was a really cool Zoom with them.
That's cool. New York's getting ready to less than what? About a month and a week away, I think, maybe a month and a half.
A little more. You're gonna make Clutch panic. Don't.
yeah, don't.
I just had to look at my.
I bought my tickets. So we'll see. All right.
The same day Image had this call. Marvel had a call about their midnight run, which is next week's FOC. But they're doing some homage covers, which they showed to the retail that are just awesome, like horror movie homage covers, kind of like Tony Fleeks was doing, but the Marvel way. And they're actually some cool covers that they have coming for the midnight run. And they actually made it sound interesting. Like I was kind of on the fence about it, but the interior art and the story, the way they're planning to do it, like it could be pretty cool. I'm gonna give it a shot when it comes out.
Midnight Spidey looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Look at this cover. This cover's fantastic.
Who was that?
Mike Huddleston. Wow. Deep dive number 2 of the show, ladies and gentlemen.
And Mike's great.
Super follow. Give him a follow. Wow. Fantastic. I love his design style. That's excellent. Excellent. Hey. All right. Dick Tracy. This is the Lee Weeks cover, and I actually like that a lot. Pretty dope. The Escort's got a pool yacht.
Yes.
Ooh. That's a freaking.
My overload.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, dude. Holy cow. Fantastic. G.I. Joe 26. 1 in 25. That's fantastic, too. Looking forward. This is actually a really good cover, too, right here. The Duke versus Flint. I was always a Flint guy. Flint was like my 3rd or 4th pick every time. If I had first pick, it was like Snake Eyes, and then Night Viper was always a high pick. Zartan and Flint were like my top 4 picks. When you dump all the G.I. Joes out and All right, here we go. That's a dope cover, though. A Pena. There is a John Boy 1 in 50 that's probably going to be fantastic because the last one was really good as well. This is the new Gambit book, and that's an Akko variant. That is pretty dope. I don't know if there's any ratio. Yeah, there is. Here we go. Here's the Hetrick 1 in 25. And this one's pretty dope. This is the Dodderman Virgin. Just buy the trade dress on that one. Godzilla number 13. This is kind of interesting. This is a glow-in-the-dark Gonzo. That's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah. And then there's another cover that kind of reminds you of Jay Gonzo's style a little bit. And that is the Jesse Hernandez variant. Very Central American art style. Dope. Urban Aztec variant.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Urban Aztec.
Urban Aztec, yeah.
What is it? What is Urban Aztec?
Jesse Hernandez. He's amazing.
Is that what he goes by?
A California artist. I think he's Bay Area actually. That's SoCal, but he's up in the Bay. He's super sick. He just did he did all these remember him like vinyl figures a bunch of years ago. He did these like Marvel vinyl figures and stuff.
Wow.
They're so tight. One of the nicest dudes too. He's always at Comic-Con. Always find time to catch up and chat. He did a book with Yesterdays for Battle Beast, which is really sick too. So if you're at Yesterdays, I think has it on their site.
I gotta get this guy a follow ASAP. This guy's fan. Holy shit, bro.
Yeah.
So barely fucking found out about Urban Man.
Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen.
He's a Giants fan, but you can let it slide.
Third rabbit hole of the night to produce good material.
Also, by the way, he just got his first homie. Out in San Diego.
Yeah.
Homie of him.
Nice.
Oh wow. Wow. I don't know if it was at San Diego or if it was at Decon, but
I like the Run the Jewels variant homage you did up top. It's a cool style.
Hood would be tripping out right now.
Or the machine gun.
yeah, it's sick. Guys, I gotta bounce off.
Later, brother.
All right, pal.
Much
Peace,
love,
bro.
See you soon, buddy.
That's fantastic shit right there. Yeah.
Primus.
Wow, look at that.
311. Wow.
That is fucking awesome. Holy cow, is that good?
Apparently, a lot of people in my industry know him because
yeah.
I've not seen his work before. That's impressive.
That image right there is one of the coolest pieces of, like, I'm not even a 311 fan, and I would love to have that frame. Is that an actual poster? Like,
yeah, it looks like from their August 10th tour date.
Can you buy
That's
that?
local. Sometimes it'll be backstock, but a lot of times those sell out at venue. Night of show.
11th. When was it? July 11th?
2007. August 19, 2017.
August. 19. Sorry, you guys. Put you through it. When was it?
2017.
This is probably going to be. Yes, that's what I meant.
Go back to you have the Instagram post? Maybe it's the wrong date. It was.
No, that's it. So I just want to find, let's see it on eBay. If I can find that one. That would be a sweet piece to get framed. Damn. Ladies and gentlemen, be on the lookout for that poster because that poster would be sick. Freaking ass stuff. 311. Damn. Pretty sick though.
It's probably, if everyone has it, no one's getting rid of it.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro. That shit's dope. Anyways, where were we? My tabs are driving people crazy right now, bro.
Looks great to me.
Hellraiser Resurrections, Return of the Priest. This is new number 1. That's a Christian Ward 1 in 25. That's pretty sick.
That is cool.
The Olivetti is fantastic, though. That should have been a ratio. Should have been a ratio. That's the next shirt.
That's cool.
I need if anybody out there wants to help me design shirts, I need a should have been a ratio design. I need a like a Mick Schiller jersey variant design, like a sports jersey where this back says Mick Schiller, like has a number on it. And I need a official shill of Beyond Wednesdays design.
That's a must.
Yeah. I need a documented douchebag design. What else?
The hell was that?
There's so many. I need the number one thing I need is I need all the different sign language stuff. So like a this is I want the I love you sign language thing to be like the main thing, and I want it to say in hope sic vinces, which means in the sign I shall conquer type text, and then on the back have like all the different other sign languages, like flipping the bird, the peace sign, all kinds of cool shit. Anyways, and then underneath the front, you flip the shirt up, and the bottom left inside of the shirt is one of the circle game thing, so you can circle game your friends. Anyways, you ever played the circle game when you were a kid?
You know, dog.
No.
Motherfucker's trying to buy us.
Is that the
14 bucks?
Yeah.
And that motherfucker's
Throw
fixing
the
us all the
circle.
stuff.
Yeah.
I used to do that with my uncle.
Yeah.
To break it.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want that to be printed on the underside of the bottom left, so when you flip it up, you can, you know what I mean?
People.
Yeah, you can get people with the circle game. So.
Oh shit.
Anyways.
What's up, Rob? Rob
That's
Labs.
a dope one right there from Olivetti. This is the 1 in 10, the other ratio. It's okay. Nothing crazy. Alright. Hornsby and Halo has a dope 25th anniversary homage.
I've never seen that show.
But even better than this, they have a sketch cover 25th anniversary. Yeah. I love these anytime.
Geiger?
J. Scott Campbell, this, whatever. I'm cool each time. I think they're great. Dude, those freaking fighting game covers are gonna start taking off. It seems, right?
Yeah, we're token.
So,
we're token on.
I don't know what to think. I like them. I think they're all fucking great. Don't get me wrong. But we'll see. The Magic one took off. There's a couple of them that are really good. There's a Carnage one that's really good that's out this week. Let me see if I can find that.
I'm surprised they don't put a code in the book to use in game to get you to buy one.
Should.
Same way they have the sticker you could pull off, to have an in-code game to give you something if you read the book, even if it's just a cosmetic thing to make it different. I'm surprised they haven't tapped into that yet for their fighting games.
Totally.
What's up, TK?
Just a little. That should be just a little cool, little extra, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why they couldn't do that. It would only help. All right. Let's see here. This is crazy. Horror Comics Dead Man's Party #1, Andrew Magnum variant.
That's a great cover.
I think that this could be money. This is for the blind. It is a demon, a super hot demon with big tits and stripper gear, to say the least. But a tail and a huge demon claw, demon horns, and holding a skull.
Awesome.
You're gonna want 10 of these, Adam, so you just write it down.
Yeah, that's why I can just bring it. I can bring that to Exotica and about another one.
Yeah. Pretty good one. Speaking of the Pokemon games, this is the Spider-Man Hulk Fire and Brimstone #2, Green Goblin.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Really fucking good.
#1 is a good read.
Really?
I enjoyed it. It's a fun story. I mean, I think Kevin Smith is tied to it somehow. I know they were doing a signing at the
Yeah,
today.
Kevin Smith is writing the entire miniseries. He was signing copies today.
It's a cool story. It's it's one of the few things they haven't tried to do yet to fix it. It's fun.
Yeah, that is cool. Also, there's this. There's the Loki one for the game stuff. And then there is
What's up, very welcome.
here's the Carnage one. First Spectacular Spider-Man Band game number 5. That's fantastic. Really, really good. Oh, oh. Main topic. No, I think it's already okay, here we go. It demands sacrifice. Now, I don't know what's up with this. This was supposed to be the San Diego Comic-Con Bad Idea Tiki Party exclusive that was only limited to 100. But I don't know if they did something special for that one. Maybe it was like an acetate, like they did for the first one. That would have been cool
Nightwing,
if it
check
was.
out
I
the
didn't
bin, bro.
get
If
one,
I
they
have
went
it,
so
cool. If I
fast.
don't, it's not there, bro.
And Tony was at the Tiki Party signing these, which was pretty sweet. Wow. Yeah, but I didn't get one, and I want one because that's such a cool homage, and this series sounds crazy. If you guys haven't heard about this series,
It's Scotty Young, I know, because the wife already told me.
Yeah, this Scotty Young.
Told me already.
Fantastic. Here's the Scotty.
Yeah, that's so good.
Look at this cover though. This is the flops variant.
Oh,
Flops is in your very for this?
Sweet
smokes.
Mm,
So good.
bad idea.
Did you get the Flops Batman comic, by the way, Brian?
No, the
That went on
back
sale
row.
the other night?
No.
Yeah, the back row.
Wait, Flops to the Batman too?
Yeah, it's a great cover. It went on sale the other day. I don't know if it's sold out, but it's on his site if there's any
I
left.
have to go to his site.
Let's go take a look.
I need to message him again anyway, but
We're on a
So
first term. We're on a first name
we were
basis.
literally getting ready to go live on Whatnot, and I was like, hold the show for a minute. I got copies for myself. I'm like, don't start. I can't talk to anybody because I got to order my books.
All right, here it is, you guys. It is still available.
Not sold out. Get on.
Let's drop the link. Go show Flop some love.
That's so good.
Batman and Robin, Year 1, Dynamic Duos number 2 of 12. Limited to 1,000 trade dress. You can get CGC copies.
Oh shit.
Pretty dope. So, go show our boy Flop some love.
Some flop.
One of the good guys.
One of the good guys.
But that is fantastic. Holy cow. Great job on that, brother. Lobo number 7. This is the Raza cover, and that's awesome. Such a cool cover.
This is a great series.
It's been fun. I'm not mad at it. Scotty Young's doing a great job writing it. It really is a fun read.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't read since issue 4, so I got a little bit catching up to do, but this is the best Lobo's been in years.
There's a couple good covers. There's the Raza, the Ramon Villalobos cover. Got his fucking big bully. I think it's a bulldog, right? The bully.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty dope. And then there's a Dave
DC
Johnson
collectibles
variant
now.
that is one of the first Dave Johnson variants I've ever seen that doesn't look like a propaganda poster. And that's a good compliment because I love his covers. But this does not look like a Dave Johnson cover.
My hand goes up to 11 billion. Spinal Tap joke. I like it.
Plugged into a fucking sun. Dying sun. The main cover, here you go. Lobo
Oh shit, I didn't know it was on Twitch
this
too.
is Marvel Mangaverse Ghostlock number 1. And that's a sick cover. Interesting sounding character. So it says, when you seek vengeance, expect carnage. Renowned creative team Alyssa Wong and Michael VG reunite for an explosive tale of retribution in this Marvel Mangaverse 25th anniversary special. Carnage has carved a bloody swath through humans and yokai alike as he seeks to fulfill a. What doesn't make sense? Through humans and yokai alike too, he seeks to fulfill a cataclysmic prophecy. The only thing standing in his way, the hellacious fury of the righteous, pissed-off Ghost Rider and her Shinigami bike. Riding hell for leather, Quanon hunts down Cletus Cassidy as they race breakneck down the road to ruin. So Quanon is a Ghost Rider? Wow. That's kind of crazy.
That's pretty good. Check that out.
That cover's sick right there.
Yeah, that's cool. And hunting down Cletus Cassidy too.
Yeah, that's the Akka variant on this one. Yeah, that's fucking dope. Cool. Next, Miles. You got a really dope 1 in 25 Neto Diaz for Miles Morales Spider-Man #2. That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple good covers for this one. I really like the Pacelli variant.
Oh, wow.
And then there's a Torrin Clark Muppets. Kind of weird.
Touch a chord.
A lot going on with that. It's Dr. Teeth and Spider-Gwen in the back.
Spider-Gwen playing drums. It should have been Spider-Punk, not Miles Morales, but I get it.
Right.
Yeah. But look at this Virgin Cafu. Now here's the main cover. The main cover is fantastic.
Oh yeah,
like really good. Who did that? Simone DeMeo killed that cover. Holy cow, that cover is like wowzers. That cover is so good, bro. Everything that he puts out, he's another one of those artists. When you find those artists that just keep getting better and better and better with the shit they put out, and he's one of those artists. That's fantastic.
I just always feel like if his name is on a book, you could get it because it's going to be a legitimately good cover. Even on the #1, he had a great cover. It's just consistent.
This is the Cafu variant, and there is a version for that. That's the 1 in 50, but by the trade, it's better anyways. All right. Monstrous 64 has a crossover with Witchblade. Look at that cover.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Nice.
That cover is fantastic. It's a Sonic Takeda cover. Damn, that's good. Here's the main cover. Classic series. I have a 1 through like 50, I think. I gotta check. Just a beautiful comic book. New Titans #39. This is the cover C Ethan Young variant. Very like old school, like Silver Age. This reminds me of like a Silver Age cover, you know. But there is another one that's pretty good. Is it the main cover? No, maybe I was thinking of something else. Oh, I know what I was thinking of. I was thinking of the
Sanford Green.
Yeah. There's a really good Nightwing cover. But this is Red Coat #20. Portella's doing. He jumped from G.I. Joe to he's doing now other covers in his. What does he call it? Like I forget what he calls it. Camouflage style, maybe. Something like that. Something epic. #15. This is the B cover, and it's a homage, obviously, to The Shining, but it's fantastic by Simon Kudranski. Fantastic. Really good. Sonic the Hedgehog has a 1 in 15 for Natalie Fordring. This is #90. That covers. You can get it for cover price or for cheap. That is going to be all the ratio Natalie Fordring covers for the most part. You could flip for decent money. And I feel like this could be one of them. Is that a new character? I don't know. Probably not. I don't follow up with Sonic lately. I love stained glass covers. Spider-Man, Hulk, Fire Emblem Show number 2. This is the Dolly variant. Fantastic. Star Wars Boba Fett number 2 has a great 1 in 25 with the.
Oh.
What's this guy's name? I always forget his name. He's the elephant-looking dude that plays in the band. That, like, if you go look at the actual way his body is, that's not his hands. That's his feet that he's playing. Very weird. What's that guy's name? Chat. If Chuck might know. Chuck's a big Star Wars fan too.
Sure.
Max Rebo. Rebo is the name. Is it Max Rebo? Is that his name? Yeah,
Max
that's
Rebo,
it.
yeah.
Right. Max Rebo. Let's take a look. Check this out. This is tricky to get out. That's not how he's. That's how he's supposed to look right there.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have fucking arms. So look at that. That's crazy. I always loved that about that character. So that. Where were we? All over the place. I've lost. Got so many damn tabs, you guys. I've lost myself. All right, there's another cool variant for this. The main cover's dope. That is by Phil Noto. I like this one too, the Casanovas variant. And then the Rod Rice variant's pretty dope too.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Superman Unlimited. That's a dope V. Ken Marion cover. I like V. Ken Marion. Pretty wicked. And then it has a Mark Spears foil variant. It's gonna be interesting. Have you seen these in the foil? What does the foil look like on these?
I have a couple from the last one, the Ursa one. They're all the same. They're not bad. Okay. A little too shiny. I think if they would do it more of a spot instead of the full, it might be nicer.
Again, spot foil, spot gloss is the way to go, you guys. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely some of the coolest ways to do variants. Thor 801 has a Stephen Platt variant.
Oh shoot, that's a nice one.
Right?
I might have to get that one.
I bet you the sketch that this was taken from is better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd like to see it in black and white. I think that would. I'm surprised I didn't do a black and white variant of that.
Let's take a look. No, they didn't. Isn't that crazy?
That should be a second.
Here's the main cover. That's kind of wicked. Ross. Yeah, no, it's Ross. A little different than his normal style.
And that's the main cover of the Ross?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Wow.
It's been a while since I've read in Marvel 4, so I have to start checking it out again.
Transformers number 2 has an 11th printing, and look who it is. Our boy Peter Carroll.
Damn.
Nice!
Gotta order that.
Testify.
One of the best artists in the comic game. Most underrated. One of the most underrated. There's also... Hold on here. All right, here we go. Walking Dead Deluxe. I always love this Charlie Adler cover. For 143, 145. So simple.
Yeah.
Michael Turner fans rejoice. Witchblade number 25 has a 1 in 50 spot foil variant. If this could be the book of the week, if this book really pops, this could be the when it comes out, it'd be the book.
That could be a monster.
It's fucking gorgeous. There is a cover B sketch cover variant of it, but
it's cool too. I think the colors, the foil's gonna be.
Oh, bro. Really good Q, Wonder Woman 37.
Yeah.
Q just keeps getting better too. And then finally, I like this X-Men 34-second printing. Juggernaut's such a cool character, and I love when he's a good guy. I think he's one of those characters that comes across really well, flipping from a bad guy to a good guy.
Plus, everyone's been weird, you know.
Yeah. All the X-Men stuff has been weird, bro. Let's just be honest. It's been shit.
Yeah.
And
That's why it'll be interesting.
Shit, but
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do because in Midnight in the call they were talking like Nightcrawler is going to be a priest kind of character and Storm is a vampire type of character, and they showed a lot of the interior art which looks really good, and all three stories are going to cross over.
Oh, that's good.
At various points. So
that's good.
Yeah, they have it kind of set for like 25, 30 issues, you know, in their mind. Like it's not a 5-shot. Like they want it to go. So,
bro, my hope is really to like. I want Marvel to be better, and
see you guys later.
I just don't think this is gonna be good, and I felt that way about Absolute Batman when it first came out. You know,